Right, so latest episode of the podcast, and actually filmed properly and with audio that isn't just my phone recording it off a table. Massive thanks to my man Caleb Todd, who's in the background, who you won't see.
So good.
And I'd like to welcome back, by popular demand, the natural... So, I never get the fucking order right. World's strongest natural woman.
Yes.
Second strongest woman in the world, natural.
Yes,
that's right, isn't
under 82, yeah.
So that's ladies that don't take steroids.
Or anything.
Or anything like that. And Emma is the second strongest woman in the world. That is fucking amazing, mate.
Yeah, it's been wild.
Tell us about it.
It was incredible. It was really hard. Obviously, we had Europe's strongest, which isn't tested 3 weeks before. Last year, we only had a week in between them. This year, we had 3 weeks. So I thought, what a dream, 3 weeks. Like, I'm going to be so recovered. And actually, when we got there, I was like, I am not recovered at all. So it was definitely more of a toll on my body than I realised. Yeah. But it was so good. Like, my ultimate is like having to be as gritty as you can, like digging as deep as you can mentally, and that's absolutely what Worlds is about, especially coming off the back of Europe's. But it was such a good comp. Like, it was really well run. There was like a great atmosphere. There was a massive crowd the whole time, and everyone was brilliant. All the athletes. It's weird because there's always, I love Europe's, but like there's always a different vibe with both of the comps. And yeah, it was a fight. It was a real fight, but came away second and was absolutely buzzing. Just couldn't have been happier. Off the back of Europe's as well. Yeah.
So going in, if somebody had said to you, where do you want to come going into Worlds, what would you have said?
First.
Yeah. But still very happy with second.
So happy, yeah. I went, I can't lie about it. I went to Worlds this year wanting to win it. It was my third year doing it. I've been third 2 years running. I knew I had a good shot at coming first. I knew that I could do it. But to be honest, the last that won it, Andrea, she was absolutely phenomenal. She completely deserved to beat me. She was the better athlete on the weekend. And it was nice to see her to win it, really, because she was just so good the entire...
You managed to say that without gritting your teeth. That's amazing.
I'll tell you the truth when the cameras are off. Nah, she was awesome. She was really good. But yeah, I wanted to win it, and I sort of had it in my head actually that I would do that as my last natural comp and then focus on OSG next year, potentially as an open athlete. But because I haven't won it, I've absolutely got unfinished business. And because the pathway this year has been so good, I don't want to come out of it. Yeah. I absolutely, and now obviously we're doing Champions of Champion, which it's just going to get bigger, that pathway. And I just want to be a massive advocate for it. So yeah, next year I'm going back and I'm going for gold, definitely.
Brilliant. Well, we'll look forward to having you back when you've won it. And I can fuck it up again and go, well, it's natural, strong, natural woman. You've had a brilliant year, haven't you? You've had a busy year. You've had some massive comps. Yeah. Go on, run us through your year, because I'm your friend and I've struggled to keep up.
Are we friends?
Say that on here.
Loose.
I was friends until Emma fucked me off again for Queen of the Strands.
We'll talk about that later.
That bone of contention.
So basically I went to England's, UKNS England's, so Natural England's in February, won that, so became England's strongest, under 82. And then curveball, we were on the way home from that, and we were talking about what's next, and my coaches were basically just like, I think you should go to OSG England's in 2 weeks and just put your throw your name in the hat and do opens. So I did, and I absolutely loved it. Competing with the opens was so good. It really pushed you, and it was like, it was a totally different feeling to being in the weight classes, because there is nothing above you. When you're in open, that's it, you're at the top. Like, whether you're competing, whatever your place, you're at the top. Yeah. And it just felt class. So I came 9th, which I was more than happy with, like 2 weeks after UK's. Then I got invited to PSL in Virginia, which...
That was the first time this year you fucked our show off, wasn't it? To go on holiday.
I don't think we should be so negative about it.
No, go. Sorry, did I interrupt there?
So basically, it was a decision between Cumbria's or Virginia.
And guess what won?
Unfortunately, Virginia just tipped it.
Not even Cumbria.
If I was actually birthright Cumbrian, maybe I would have sacked Virginia off.
Would have meant something then. And Cumbrian blood.
Yeah, Virginia was by far the heaviest competition I've ever done. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it because I wasn't at any of the weights when I started that prep, but I just, well, like Molly said, you know, this is going to absolutely push it. And to be fair, Connor, like we had a big conversation about it, and he was really encouraging and said, this prep will absolutely push you to your limit, but if you can do it, it'll make you such a good athlete. And it absolutely did. Like, that was the biggest prep I've ever done. I was so disciplined. I was so serious. I hit all of the weights before I went out. I knew I wasn't going to place high, but my goal was to get points on the board for every event, and I did. Like, I didn't zero anything, and I was so happy. It was a 180 kilogram squat, you know, like, and I don't squat. It's like, who squats? So I was absolutely buzzing. So came back from Virginia 8th, which I was more than happy with, points on the board for everything. And that absolutely played to my advantage for Europes and Worlds, and without doubt helped me get on both of those podiums. So then I had another decent prep for, well, both of them. I was prepping for both Europes and Worlds at the same time, which was like a lot of volume. Went to Europes, and I actually had a conversation with Adam Rumney, of all people, before. This will absolutely shock the world. But we had a genuine conversation. And I said to him, he says, how are you feeling for this weekend? And I was like, well, I was third last year, and now absolutely loads of massive names have like come into the 82s. So I'm a bit annoyed really, because I'll be lucky to stay in the top 5. Like, I'm going to push to stay in the top 5 basically, but I honestly don't think I've got a chance of getting back on that podium. And he sort of agreed, and he was like, yeah, well, it'll be a good weekend, blah, blah, blah. And then we got to the comp, and it was just so much fun. Europes is such a fun comp, and it's really well run, and like you're separate from the crowd, which always makes a difference, I think. And we started it, and day 1 I was second going into day 2. So I was like, that is mental, like the names that are doing this category, and I'm second going into day 2. And then on day 2, Adam came over to me in the morning and he said, do you know that conversation that we had a few days ago about all these big names coming in and you want to stay in top 5? I said, yeah. He goes, you're second, you are one of those big names. And I was like, have you just said something genuine to me? Anyway, I thought, fucking hell. And then I managed to stay on the podium and came third at Europes, which I was absolutely in disbelief of. Like, I beat Nab. Like, Nab is incredible, and I beat her, and I caught up to Sabrina, and Sabrina won it last year. So that was unreal for me. Like, I don't know, like I just didn't expect it at all. And then obviously went on to do Worlds and just come back from that now. That
leads us into one of the questions we've had.
Okay.
Ian Wilson wants to know how you're feeling about cock. That is Champion of Champions. It's an abbreviation. So tell me all about this cock.
I'm so excited for cock.
That's a real right there.
Yeah.
I need that sent over immediately.
So, the story behind the actual cock is that Champion of Champions got announced pretty much straight after Worlds, and they invited so many people off the podium. So not everybody that podiumed got invited, and then it's basically a natural version of Giants Live. So it's all the weight categories against each other, which I think is awesome. Yeah. And I think it's going to be such a good show. It's at Birmingham. So they made this like WhatsApp group with all these athletes in, and everyone's super serious, and everyone knows I am not serious about strongman. Like, I absolutely love it. I love competing. I'm serious about my own training. I'm serious about my own journey. But strongman on the whole, I'm just not serious about it. And everyone was having really intense conversations in this WhatsApp group about the events and about how some people were saying like, oh, it's not going to be that fair because it's like lightweights against heavyweights, blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like really having like deep discussions. And I don't have any input in any group chats really. So I just thought, I'm just put one comment and I put it in and it was, all I can say is, I'm really excited for cock. And then like quite a few people reacted, but then Stephen Wiley is one of the organisers, like private messaged me going, I can't tell you how much I want to reply to that, but I can't in the group. So that's where cock was born. And how am I feeling for it? I can't wait. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, so when is it?
The 2nd of November at the NEC in Birmingham. I think it's at an expo, so I think the weekend's like a fitness expo. And it's like all of the men that podium, or like whoever's been chosen off the podium against each other, all the weight classes, obviously all the women. And the events, I don't think they've actually announced the events publicly yet, but the events that they have put out there have been really well thought through to benefit all the weight classes. So I don't actually think, like, for example, one of the events is dead hang. So like, obviously, if you're an open weight, you're probably not going to be able to hold that more than a lighter weight. And they've really thought the events through to kind of like hit everybody's strengths.
That's excellent, isn't it?
So I don't think it's just a competition where you just think, oh well, obviously that open weight's going to win. Yeah. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be a real like tussle in the points, which makes comps ace, because when you know, you could get like a curveball winning an event which messes all the points up. That's what makes a comp really good to watch. So yeah, I'm super excited about cock.
Yeah, good. Well, that's it. Hopefully get it out of the way and I'll be able to welcome you back as the undisputed champion of cock.
I am already.
Right, so we'll get to the questions from the punters.
Okay.
What's more important, discipline or motivation?
I think that's such a good question. To be honest, it's an outright discipline, because motivation comes and goes, and it always will. You're never ever going to be motivated 100% of the time. Nobody is. And unless you have got the discipline to continue, then job's fucked, innit? So you absolutely need discipline. And I think that people get it confused a lot of the time, because people get motivation and think, oh yeah, I'm really excited to get in the gym, like I'm gonna smash it, these are my goals, blah blah blah. That feeling's not always going to be there, especially if you're having a bit of a crap session or your personal life's going to shit. Like, there's so many different things that can affect you, so the motivation's just not always going to be there. So you have to have that discipline if you want to achieve those goals, or if you just want to be consistent in anything, not just the gym. Great question.
Are you doing Queen of the Stone?
No.
What is it you're doing? A holiday or something?
Just another holiday. Yeah, I'm actually, honestly, I'm absolutely devastated, and I feel so... I feel so bad. I feel so guilty that I've missed Cumbria.
You look actually guilt right now. I can see remorse all over your face.
No, I'm not. And it was a difficult decision. Like, genuinely, it was a difficult decision.
Difficult.
It actually was. At one point, I said to Molly, I'm not going to come to Madrid. So basically, I'm competing in Madrid. And I was like, I can't do it. Like, we're only doing Queen of the Stones because of me. Like, how can I not go? Anyway, after I shook my head, I was like, it's Madrid. Of course I'm going to Madrid.
Yeah, fuck it, haven't I?
But I do feel bad about it. And I think that it's going to be brilliant, regardless of whether I'm there or not.
Yeah, you won't even be there for the interviews, will you? You're not going to be there at all.
No.
Biggest fear?
I don't actually like saying this, because I feel like people are always going to try and trick me with it. But genuinely, my biggest fear is butterflies. I've got a real phobia of them. Yeah, it's bad. Really bad.
Strange one.
It is strange. What's your biggest fear?
Heights.
Heights,
Yeah,
is it?
I don't like heights. See how tall I am. It's a natural aversion, isn't it?
Maybe that's why you don't like the drive to Honister.
That's just gnarly scary. You have to come sometime up that track.
Yeah,
It's
well.
gnarly scary. Favourite event and least event? Least favourite event?
I think my favourite event is probably deadlifts. I love deadlifts. I love how I'm good at deadlifts. I'm strong at them, and that always helps. However, after doing Worlds, the Hercules hold was so good. I absolutely loved that event, and I think like if that was more a consistent event, then I would definitely come to favour that. My least favourite event is log. Me and log just do not get on. Me and overhead. My overhead's probably like my weakest. Yeah. And it's not weak by any means, but at Worlds I came second on the axle, which for me to come second in an overhead event is absolutely amazing. So I was so happy with that, and like it has definitely come on. But log is just an absolute nemesis, and I've trained it so much. And when we've done cock, we're going to go into like a training phase of log and see where we can push it. But yeah, log's definitely not my fave.
Yeah, I'd be the other way around.
Oh really?
I hate deadlifts.
Do you?
I hate picking anything off the floor. Yeah, anything like that. It's like pressing things. Where are we at? So, as a strong woman, do you find the training and the lifestyle has any effects on your hormonal balance? Have you got any tips for it? And it will sort of taming the fatigued PMT monster was the sort of sub thing for this.
So training around your cycle?
Yeah, I think so.
So, interesting. That's a really, really good question. Was that a female athlete?
Some of you do, is he?
Well, I don't know. Basically, a good example is Europe's, for the day that we went to weigh in, 24 hours before the competition, I started my cycle. So I came on my period on that day, and I came third. And then for Worlds, I got back from Worlds, and the day that I got back, I came on my period. So I was literally just about. So they're like the two worst phases in your cycle, basically. Yeah. The weakest because of your hormone imbalance. Yeah. But I did it, and it didn't faze me because mentally I didn't let it affect me.
Yeah,
and that's absolutely key. Like there's obviously lots of things to it. Being disciplined in my nutrition plan absolutely helps, because if you get yourself a good nutrition coach, or you know your nutrition, then you can play foods to your advantage, and like you can balance your hormones out, and that absolutely is how it works for me. So when I am on, like throughout different stages of my cycle, I can definitely tell, and I still like feel shit in parts, and obviously more fatigued and weaker, but generally it doesn't affect me as much as if I'm just eating what I want, or just completely doing what I want with my food. It massively helps being disciplined with your nutrition. But I think over anything, and it's the same with lots of things in life, it's mind over matter. Yeah. And if you're going to think, oh, for God's sake, I've just come on period, this is my weakest, like I'm going to feel shit, I feel ill, blah, 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 then you're absolutely going to perform like that. But I just put it out of my head, and, you've got a job to do, and that's that. So.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's a really good question.
Yeah. So if you could pick 3 people from Cumberland Strongman Academy for a team comp, who would it be?
3 people for a team comp. So 3 overall, including myself?
It just said 3 people, so
me.
So exclude you.
Exclude me?
Because then we get 3.
So I'm not in the team?
Because otherwise you're only picking 2. Well, imagine if it was like sort of two girls, 2 boys.
2 girls, 2 boys?
Yeah, imagine it like that.
I don't think
And if you're one of the girls...
Right, okay. I think...
That's put pressure on, because now you've just got to pick 1 girl.
I know, and also, no one get offended because I don't know all the athletes there.
Yeah, pick 3 people, pick any 3 you want.
I think if I was going to choose another girl, I'd probably choose Lucy, because I think that she's strong.
Oh, she is.
And I've trained her a few times, and she's gritty.
Oh, she is.
If you give her a task to do, she wants to get it done. Like she doesn't want to fail it. So I think she'd be a really good team member. So she's my girl.
Yeah.
Boys, I don't know loads of the boys, but I feel like if I don't choose Connor, then my head's on a block. And also,
But he's very good, to be fair.
Yeah, and also I would choose him because he's an incredible athlete, and he's really gritty, and he digs deep and he gets stuff done, and he's really strong. So yeah, Connor would be my male athlete, and then another.
People are watching this right now, and they're going, "She better say me."
I don't know loads of the athletes. It would obviously be.
You know, you have to offend someone though.
It would be event based as well. Like it depends what the events were, but another athlete, I think. I don't want to just choose like an obvious, really strong person. Do you know, if he was at full capacity and full fitness, I'd choose Jono.
Yeah.
Because I think that, again, I think he's gritty. I think you'll give him a task, he wants to get it done. I've seen him train. His training, when he's at full fitness, is good. It's consistent. He's a consistent athlete. And he's like injured at the moment, but I think when he is at 100% health, I think we'll see it next year actually, when he's like got sorted with everything. I think that he would be an absolute, class athlete.
Millions?
Sorry, Adam Rumney.
How do you deal with pre-comp nerves?
Have a laugh. I definitely have a laugh. So I get really nervous before a comp, and I think the key to it is not taking yourself so seriously, not being so in strongman. I think being with particularly being with Molly, because we're friends outside of strongman, it's really nice because we can have a laugh about non-strongman stuff, and that's absolute key for me with competitions, is to be with friends or coaches that I can have a bit of crack with, that's not just so intense strongman. But I think it is really hard, and it's taken me a while to deal with it, because the first few comps that I did, I used to get so nervous, and like it would absolutely affect your performance, and you feel yourself like shaking when you're going up to the event. And now I think that I've done last year, the whole point of last year was to do as many comps as I could to try and channel it and work on it. And that's key, because you can't just learn stuff without actually doing it. So getting comp experience and putting yourself out there, putting yourself in those horrible positions. Like Arnold's last year in Birmingham, I think it was like last March, I purposefully went on my own with no one, no friends, no coaches, nothing. And it was horrendous. Like I absolutely hated it because I didn't know anyone. Like I'd only just sort of started. So, you know, it was really, really difficult, but it was I wouldn't want to do it again, but like in hindsight, it was the best thing I could have done for myself, because I absolutely had to think for myself, and like I had to channel all those nerves on my own, and I didn't have anyone to like lean on or rely on. So it's just getting the experience under your belt. But I think the key to, definitely for me, is not being so, you know, obsessed with strongman, and like not being so intense about it on the day, just like being able to have a laugh and like relax in between events and before and after. That's defo key for me.
Why do you think a lot of people think Carls and Lau Mu are related? That's a legit question, by the way.
I think it's probably because they're the same height. I didn't even know that people did think that.
Apparently so.
Throw it out to the public in the comments.
Right, so just quick thoughts on.
Okay.
Gotta let you have a drink.
Can I take my jumper off?
If you want.
I'm boiling. Oh, I'm going to say it, sorry.
Take it off and get big logo on screen. As you take it off, big logo on screen. Don't miss your thing.
It's on the back.
That's it. Media training.
Take notes. I have to put this back on. Okay.
So, just quick thoughts on vegans.
Pointless. What is the point in vegans?
Brilliant. Steroids.
I wouldn't take them, but each to their own. I don't particularly see it as cheating as per. And people often say to me, like, do you not think it's not fair that you're competing against them? No, because I know what I'm going up against when I choose to go into that category, you know, to go into the untested. So each to their own.
Keir Starmer.
We're not going that deep, are we?
Yeah, quick thoughts on Keir Starmer.
Well, again, pointless.
Happiness.
Key to life.
If you're going to row across the Atlantic with someone, who would it be? Anyone?
Anyone in the world? Anyone in the world or someone that I know?
Anyone at all in the world.
Do they have to be a real person or can I choose a character?
One of each.
Well, if I was... Okay, so a character I would choose Wonder Woman because she's savage. How good would that be? Me and Wonder Woman rowing across the world.
Lazy option. You just let her do it all, wouldn't you? Wonder Woman, isn't she?
That's not within me.
I know you're strong on that, but you couldn't. It's not you do it. Real person.
A real person? Oh, God, that's a really hard question. I think I'd choose somebody... Do you know what? David Attenborough. How good would that be? He'd be pointing out everything.
He'd be fucking shite. He's what, 90-year-old?
Yeah, but I'd learn so much.
You'd fucking die of starvation.
No, he wouldn't. He's chubby.
What's your goals for the rest of the year now? What are we doing? And next year, because we're coming towards the end of this year.
Yeah, we are. It's going fast, isn't it? So, I mean, I'd absolutely love to become Queen of Cock. That'd be mint, wouldn't it? But if I could get against those guys, like, they're incredible, you know, some of those athletes that got on the podium at Worlds, insane. I mean, we're talking 140 kilogram overhead axle got pressed, like, insane. So, you know, they're savage. If I can get into the top 5 at Champion of Champions, I would be absolutely buzzing. After that, I think that I got invited to Texas to go and do the OSG Worlds. I don't think I'm going to go, and that's a really controversial decision because, like, I qualified for it at Europe's, but I just think there's not that much time between Champion of Champions and that.
Also, with Texas, it wouldn't clash with one of my shows.
So what's the point?
Yeah, so why bother going on holiday if you're not getting out one of my days?
Was this it? Another reason?
Amazing that you turned up today, to be honest.
Next year, there's been some massive decisions around next year because I was planning on going into the Opens at OSG, like just doing the OSG route, but after doing Worlds, I don't want to leave UKNS, so do I go back and defend my title for England's? Who knows? Do I go and do OSG Opens for England's? Who knows? It's a bit open-ended at the moment. My ultimate goal for next year is to win natural strongman. I'd love to become the world's strongest woman under 82. Yeah. So that's my massive goal for next year.
Do you know, brilliant just to be in a position where you've got them goals, isn't it? Where you're at that level where you can be saying, I want to be the best in the world. Yeah,
absolutely incredible. And, like, I have to check myself all the time. Like,
I bet you do, 'cause
is this real life?
So honestly, like I say, like, you know, you look at like what you and some of the lads in the gym and that have done.
Yeah.
It's like you're all the elite level athletes, and people have got no idea. You put it down the street, and that people don't know that you're the second strongest woman in the world.
It's so crazy.
It's like, you know, Conor Nadden, a couple of the strongest lads in Europe. Nobody's got any idea.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I always think there's that thing in Cumbria. I don't think Cumbrian athletes think they can do it because not many folk ever have.
Yeah, well, that's it.
It's brilliant that
it's
people...
like you're underdogs.
Yeah, but the fact that you're doing that and you're showing that, you know, you're knocking on the door for the very best in the world.
Yeah,
I think it's got to be an inspiration for other athletes.
Absolutely, and I hope that it is, and I hope that, like you say, I mean, I don't look like anything ridiculous, you know, like... No. So I think that for me, it's like young girls and even women looking at me thinking... Well, she just looks totally normal. Yeah. So if she can do it...
To be fair, mate, you're a fucking fantastic role model for wee lasses. You really are.
That's
like,
amazing.
You know, like any young lasses that train with me, and I've got a few sort of still at school.
Yeah.
And I'll say to any of them, look at Emma, and you know, if you want to be strong,
awesome.
that is where to look.
That's absolutely what it's about for me. Like,
Yeah.
I want young girls to focus on wanting to be strong and like knowing that they can be, than anything else, above anything else.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, so do you want to know a funny story from Europe's?
Go on, yeah, go on.
So like, there was loads of banter between me, Adam and Connor, obviously, because we got those license plates off of everyone to say like good luck for going and stuff. And then Adam, being Adam, was like, we're a family here, you know, like when one goes to war, we all go to war. So as we were like doing Europe's and we were having a laugh, and it was good fun. I think we were on day 2, we'd maybe done the first event of day 2, and I think that they were both in like 9th or 10th or something like that, and obviously I was in like 2nd or 3rd, and Adam was like giving us the chat, like, we're Cumbrian, we're amazing and all this, and I was like, do you know when you say, you know, one goes to war, we all go to war? He's like, yeah. I was like, I feel like I've got the whole army on my shoulders here, lads. Where are you two at? And they're just like...
I love to see his face.
So funny. It was so funny. Like, all right, Emma, burn. Right, I've been sent some questions, and I think that they're like, maybe it's a bit of for both of us. Well, there's a lot of King and Queen of the Stones questions.
This will be big.
So... First question, do women have to wear kilts?
They don't have to, but they're welcome to. I actually think it looks cool.
Yeah.
Kilts look cool. And I do think there'll be face paint there, and I'm in favour of face paint, and I think in like either county or country colours. I think you should be represent where you're from. I will have the blue of Cumberland, don't they? So. Yeah,
cool. Amazing. Do all the men wear kilts?
No, they don't all wear kilts.
Do a lot of them wear kilts?
No, not many really. There's a couple.
Really?
I think Connor Toms does, Tom Fisher does.
What is the kilt thing for?
I just think it's because, I don't know, the sort of Scottish connection, I think the stone lifting.
Fair.
I've never worn one.
What are the women's weights?
This will all be confirmed on Friday, because, do you know what, I've just been saying, it's harder than you think.
Yeah. Going
to a mountainside and getting a load of stones for actual set events. So we've got all the stones down to the mine now, and I'm going up with Rich and Curly on Friday to weigh the final stones and weigh it all up. And
amazing.
For starters, it'll go in the Instagram group with all the athletes and that. All the info will go in there, and then we'll post it on all the socials and stuff.
How many women have entered?
We did have 6. We had a couple of pull-outs, but we are going to announce a couple of spaces. So if
that's good.
If there's a couple
people
of
still wanting to do it,
throw a hat in the ring.
What can any ability do it?
Yeah, you know, once we've announced the weights, people have a better idea, won't they? So
yeah, that's good. Are the events same for the men and the women?
The events are exactly the same.
That's so good. And the last question, somebody actually did send me this. If nobody knew you and you had to describe yourself as a TV character, who would it be?
A telly character. Somebody once said that was like someone off an Adam Sandler film. So.
Do you know this person has sent in 2 suggestions?
Oh, go on, I can't wait to hear.
Uncle Albert of Annievilles and Horses, or Captain's Birdseye.
Curly.
He was like, so you need to say it so he knows that it's not me.
I knew. Right, all done?
Yeah, I think so.
That concludes that. Thank you very much, Emma. Always an absolute pleasure.
So good.
Hopefully have you back again soon. If you don't, Bill can knowledge or something instead. Again, hopefully have you back in a couple of months, and you'll be telling us that, again, you are the undisputed Queen of Cock.
That's the goal.
Cheers. That's a